Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another anime review. And today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on episode 8 of Shenmue, which I have to say I've really been enjoying this series and I now own the 3 games on the PlayStation 4, so at some point I'll have to play through them and sort of compare and contrast it to the story here, but I've really enjoyed it. I want to start by saying too that like in this episode in particular, I've enjoyed the music throughout, but in this episode in particular, there's a scene right when Ryu is meeting the old lady for tea, and like the music playing was awesome, and I've really enjoyed the music throughout the whole series, and I wonder if it's sort of like a remix from the games or something. So to the people who played the games and have watched this episode, let me know about that song, because I don't think there's like an OST for the anime series on YouTube quite yet, if there ever will be, because no one's talking about this series. I'm like one of the only YouTubers talking about it, but anyway. That was really good, and the music throughout, the openings and the endings are great, but on to the review. So, in the last episode, Ryu was finally allowed to stay at the Momon Temple with Lisha Tao, who we actually learned her name is Zhu Ying, which I wonder which one's the alias and which one's the real name, but, you know, she's going by Zhu Ying now. And we also met Fong Mei in the last episode. We see more of her in this one. And, you know, it starts with Ryu doing these chores. You know, he's granted a place to stay, but Lisha Tao, or Zhu Ying, however you want to call her, says, you know, I'm not going to teach you any martial arts or show you where Yuanda Zhou is or tell you anything I know about him, but you can stay here and you'll do these chores. So the first chore that they're going to do, along with Fong Mei, is to go into the library and take out all these books. I wonder what this is all about. Like, do the pages stick together or something? But they take out all the books from the library and sort of open them outside so the sun can shine on them, which I wonder, because wouldn't that, like, make the pages even worse? It would fray them and you know, turn them to dust, but they're taking all the pages, all the books out of the library and open them so that the sun can shine on the pages, and Fong Mei's like, oh, we'll leave it out all day, and we do this for the next few weeks until every book is done. So that's it for now, and we'll meet me back here at 3 o'clock. So Ryu's on his way, but before that, actually, you know, he's climbing the ladder to get the higher up books, and he drops them all, and Fong Mei is sort of like, Radio, you klutz. So I'll show you, I got some screenshots too, I'll show you some screenshots here. And I'm a little annoyed because, you know, I found, I guess, a good screenshot of him online, but I just go on Twitter to search for him. And this is from the Shenmue official page, so they got like the Crunchyroll watermark, which is so damn annoying, see that? But she's like, Radio, what are you doing? So, you know, she's a she's a little feisty one, but then she's smiling like, that's okay, I'll show you. So Ryu's on his way looking for the Wuda, right? He's I think they said there's 4 Wudas, and he's learned 2 Wudas so far. He's learned the Gon and the Ji, and then he learns another one later on in this episode. But he's looking for the Wuda, and actually runs into the old lady again, who he met a few episodes ago when he first arrived in Hong Kong. And, you know, he sort of like bumps into her and she drops what she's carrying and he catches it and, watch where you're going. And I just want to comment on this too. Like, her voice actress was pretty good in this episode, but it would have been even better, in my opinion, if it was like Linda Young. You might know her as the original voice actress for Frieza and Genkai from Yu Yu Hakusho. That would have been a perfect voice actress for this one. But, you know, because Ryu, you know, caught that, and her, basically it's a teacups and a tea kettle, didn't drop it or break it. She's like, how about we have some tea? So she invites him here to have some tea, and, you know, like I said, the song playing in this scene was amazing. So if anyone knows, like, what the name of the song is, please let me know, because I'd love to know. You know, so, you know, what happens is, after they have some tea, he's looking for more martial artists, and he comes across this young lady here, who's, I guess, like a street performer, like the guy we met in the last episode, and, you know, she challenges him, but Ryu says, I don't want to fight you, and she, what am I, because I'm a girl? And she starts kicking and flailing away, and he's just dodging all his moves, using the Wuda from the last episode, the Ji, and, you know, catches her foot right there, and, you're pretty good. So he asks her if she knows about the Wuda. She says, no, I don't, but go after this one. So he's on, like, fetch quests. I imagine in the game you go from person to person, like, do you know the Wuda? Do you know the Wuda? And he goes to find this other Japanese woman who's, you know, a clerk or something, but she doesn't know. And then eventually we see Joy again. And I gotta say, dude, Joy is looking even bustier this episode. I don't know what they're doing. They're making her bustier, but hey, I'm not complaining. I think it's great. And, you know, comes across Wong, and Wong's actually trying to do the pickpocket thing on Ryu again, and Ryu's like, I've learned, you know, you can't be pulling the same trick on me twice. And so, they start following him, and Wong actually asks Joy, like, hey, why do you care so much about that Japanese guy so much? And she's like, oh, I don't care about him, and she sort of blushes a little, and you can sort of see she's, like, thinking of him, because she actually goes to the motel, and is like, oh, what'd you kick Ryu out? No, he paid up, and he just vanished, when in all actuality, he has a free place to stay now. So, here's some more Joy stuff. And then also, we see Zhu Ying, who's out, like, I guess getting groceries or whatever with Fang Mei, and they come across, two thugs bullying two other younger people, and I think it's a brother and sister, and the guy's, like, protecting his sister, and ready to beat him up with a steel pipe, and then Zhu Ying starts glowing with this aura, and stops him, doesn't even really harm him at all, he just sort of grabs his arm, drops the metal bar, and sends him on his way. And then she sort of like monologues to herself about how, you shouldn't fight for revenge, you should fight on behalf of others, and that whole thing, which ends up being the Ji in this episode, which is actually called Yi, like Kage, except it's spelled Y-I, not Y-E. So, what happens is Joy and Wong are talking, and then they come across some other people who they overhear talking about the martial artists and how they're trying to evict this new section, but they won't go down so easily because there is actually a skilled martial artist protecting the apartments, to which they go run into the Momon Temple and tell Ryu, and then he goes after the apartments, and it turns out that the skilled martial artist in question is the old lady, and it's just so awesome. So she's standing her ground, there's like 10, 15 guys ready to pummel her, and, seize the apartment, and then Ryu comes in, like, the way the music kicks, right as he's, like, entering the scene, and he blocks their punch and starts, like, defeating them all, is so awesome. And then she makes that smirk, like, yes, I'm the master, and the Wuda is the Yi. And it's like, fuck yeah, the old lady's the martial artist. So, Ryu makes his way back to, the temple, and talks to Zhu Ying, and says, I learned about the Yi, the latest Wuda, which is, that Wuda stands for the principle of, defending others. Don't seek out revenge, but when people are in need, defend them. So I thought that was awesome. And to my knowledge, I believe there's 4 Wuda. So that's 3 Wuda that he knows now. So I think it's great. This is a great episode. Really enjoyed Ryu's development, and the scene with the old lady was great. Seeing, Joy again, that's always a pleasure. And I can't wait to keep watching, man. So this is going up on Saturday morning. So Episode 9 is going to air tonight at midnight on Toonami. Of course, I can't stay that late to watch it, so I'll watch it at some point during the week and then have another review. But we're winding down now because this series is only 13 episodes, so we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, we got 5 more episodes to go, so I wonder how it's going to wrap up. And also with the deals with Shenmue, I forgot to mention that too. Like, the first scene actually was Ryu having a dream where he saw Shenmue and Lan Di approaching her, holding the mirror that he took from Ryu's father after he killed him. So what's that all about? What's the connection there? Because Ryu's never even met Shenmue. We've just seen her, like, in, a few second scenes here and there. So I wonder what that's going to be about and how they eventually meet. And I'm glad, dude, I'm so glad we get to see Joy more and more. I thought she was just going to be a one-off character, because there's been quite a few one-off characters so far, but she keeps showing out, so that's awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thought in the comments down below. And stay tuned for more videos coming soon. I will not have a stream tonight. Normally I have my streams at 8 o'clock, but no stream tonight. I'll have another stream on Thursday at noon Eastern, and then I'll start my next Let's Play series next Saturday, the 9th, which is going to be Final Fantasy X-2. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.